101.5 FM, Fiona O'Shea there, because she is restless and a little reckless, and she's going to be here very shortly.
She will. The Urban Country Music Festival coming up, and of course it's big times. Well, I'll tell you what, we've been able to sneak this fellow, a great talent. We've spoken to him before on this radio show by the name of Ben Ransom. Now, Ben is about to go on stage and perform in about 10 minutes' time, so we've got to have to make it quick. Ben, thanks for joining us. Thanks for taking the time out of your very busy schedule.
Thank you, and hello to you guys. How you going?
Good, thanks, Ben. But it's okay, because we had Emma Barlow on our radio last week, and she actually told her audience, sorry, I have to go. Tracy and the Big D are waiting. So she just told them we'll go and have a drink, and they waited for us.
Way to go.
Yeah.
So that was great news. Now, the new single, how's it going?
Yeah, great. The wedding song. Love it. It's a bit of a break away from sort of the usual stuff. Got in touch with the sensitive side here, and we put out a love song. And this one is actually a bit of an old track that we did. And I wrote this all the way back in 2003 for friends of mine that were getting married. So it's actually, based on at that time I wasn't married, and these guys asked me to perform at their wedding, and so I wrote this song for them, and that's what we came out with, the wedding song. So it basically talks about the emotions and thoughts that a groom would go through on his wedding day.
And we were listening to like some of your other albums and things like that. So when you're doing gigs, or if you actually go to a wedding, you can sing beautiful ballads, and then instead of having to put the old music, the DJ on, you can get into your rocking stage, you can do all your big country stuff. You've got the whole lot going now.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Actually, I've had people coming out of the woodwork saying, "Oh, can you come and play that track at our wedding?"
So you're going to be the Adam Sandler. You're going to be the wedding singer.
The wedding singer, that's right.
You could think of a worse way to make a living, though, couldn't you?
Oh, I'll tell you, I don't mind it.
Yeah. Where are you performing tonight?
So we're at the University of Technology in Sydney at a bar called the Glass House. Yeah, like I said, we're about to go on stage in about 10 minutes. And, things are going pretty good, though.
Well, sorry, go on.
It's really good to hear that great news, because there's nothing like seeing a self-made Australian talent getting out there, having a go, recording their own gear. And I can tell you, folks, I'm going to tell you a little secret about Ben. Ben is one of these guys that doesn't mind getting in touch with you and say, hey, I've got a new single out. Ben's always the first person to send his new single to us so we can play it. So we do appreciate that, mate.
Oh, that's tops, yeah. And tell you what, there's plenty more stuff coming, because we're actually just working on a new album at the moment. We look to record as soon as possible. Of course, it comes down to finances, but we've got some killer tracks, and I'm looking to team up with a couple of writers and, come out with some new stuff. And the new album, which will actually be released in its entirety, is going to be a blend of, some of the singles that we've already released. We're going to re-record a couple of old songs, and we've got some of these new killer tracks coming out as well.
We were having a quick look at your gig guide earlier, and you seem to be performing quite regularly, so that must be pretty good, and have a feather in your cap that you can get out there and do that.
Yeah, it's the last, say, 8 weeks actually have been fairly quiet, and it's something that's across the board. It's not just me, gigs are sort of, a little bit hard to come by these days. You've really got to fight for them, and that's what we're going to do, sort of, in the lead up to the release of this album. We're going to try and sort of do a tour around the release. We've got actually a big show coming up on in May. It's going to be in Sydney with Bob Corbett and Kaylee Bell, who I met through Had a Star Maker this year. And we'll be using sort of a bit of a springboard to showcase the new songs and raise a bit of money for the album as well.
Well, that's the way to do it. And we always tell like you were saying there, it's really hard to actually get these gigs, but it's to hold those gigs as well. So we need to it's nothing worse than being an artist and you get out there and you think, yep, we're having a great gig tonight, and you've got 20 people to sing to. It's like, come on, guys, where are you?
Yeah. I tell you, honestly, I'd be happy to sing to one person if they were interested in the music, and they're sitting there and enjoying it. So, whether it's 1 or 100 or 1,000 people, I treat every gig the same and give it 110% and just make sure that everyone's having a good time.
Oh, you won my heart. How good were you, hey? That's not even a rehearsed line, ladies. Get out there, get and see the Ransom.
Yeah.
Well, Ben, it's great to catch up with you. We know you've got to get up on stage. We're going to go out with your single now, The Wedding Song, and for those who haven't heard it, and then all you've got to do is get onto Ransom, onto the website, jump on there, you'll find out how to buy it, and the other thing is you'll be able to find out how to book him to do your wedding then, all right? And 10% of all gigs come back to Tracy and the Big D.
Yeah.
There it is. Good on you, Ben, mate. Good luck with the gig tonight, and good luck with the upcoming shows that you've got there. And we're going to go out with the wedding singer, the wedding song.
Thanks, Ben. Have a great gig. Thanks for taking your time out for us.
All right,